Yo, what up? It's Rainbow Chew, and in this video, I'm gonna make a top 10 list of my favorite artworks in Evolving Skies. But the catch is, the thing that makes this video hopefully mildly amusing, is that I'm not counting anything ultra rare or better. That means no VMAX, full arts, no alternative arts, or gold or rainbow. Because how basic and pointless would this video be if I was like, let me tell you the top 10 chase cards, the most beautiful cards in Evolving Skies. Number 1, VMAX alternative art Umbreon. Have you seen it? Like, ew, stop. Yeah, we've seen it. The point of this video is to appreciate some of the really beautiful artwork in the lower rarity cards that you might not have really noticed because you're just constantly worrying about those main chase cards. The alternative arts and all the fancier chase cards are beautiful and deserve all the hype and love, obviously, but you don't need a video talking about those anymore. If anything, I'm sure that you're probably sick of looking at them. So let's look at some of the underappreciated gems amongst the cardboard. And if you like this, maybe I'll do more on some previous sets or some newer sets or whatever. Okay, let's get started. Number 10. Just kidding. Number 10. Ice Cube. This card, it's very simple. There's nothing really crazy going on here. That's why it's number 10 and not number 1. But I just think Ice Cube is really stupid and cute and funny. And I like how you don't just have one Ice Cube waving at you. He's sitting on the other one's stupid blockhead and he's waving. But like, who's he waving at? He's just like, hi. Like, what's he doing? It's nothing crazy. Like I said, that's why it's number 10. But it's super cute and it sparks joy. Can the alternative art Umbreon make you feel like this? No, I didn't think so. Number 9, Ludicolo. This is by Sao, who's one of my top 5 favorite Pokemon TCG artists. It kind of reminds me of the book Where the Wild Things Are, but if it were happier and prettier and had a better color palette. He kind of looks like he's tap dancing. He's just having a good old time, and I like to see him. He looks very friendly. He looks like a friend, and I love Sao because all of their artworks just look very whimsical and happy and like a dream world. I don't know, they just have like good vibes about them, and they're just really pretty and have like a fairy tale storybook style. And this one, like, it's a holo too, and the vertical barcode holos in Sword and Shield are hideously ugly, but even though it's a hideously ugly holo pattern, this one doesn't make me want to die. Number 8, Pikachu. I know that there's a million common Pikachu cards, but this one for some reason speaks to me more than all the others. I think this is the cutest common Pikachu. There's something about his face, like I just want to pick him up and smush him against my face lovingly. I love how he's just standing there just standing on the rock, looking off into the distance like the beautiful, wondrous rodent that he is. And he's surrounded by the yellow flowers that match him. And there's a bunch of other cards that it looks like they're in the same like yellow flowery field. Because a lot of these cards, they are connected where they're in like the same location or something, or like different angles of the same location. So I like how it's the same yellow flower field as a lot of the other artworks, but it's Pikachu, and the yellow matches him. I would totally want to take this specific Pikachu design and turn him into a plushie, and it would be a really good one. Number 7, Ampy. This is a tough one. He had it tough here because he's a non-holo rare. So whenever you have a non-holo rare and you get to that rare slot and you don't see anything like really good, it's kind of disappointing. But whenever I see this in my rare slot, even though it's not a hit, I'm still like, Ampy, because look at him. He's just such a happy little yellow ray of sunshine, and then it's in the same like yellow flowery field, probably the same field that Pikachu's in, and they're all just frolicking and having a little happy electrical time in the yellow flower field. Like, look at him. Don't you just want to cuddle with him and be like, Ampy boy, he's an Ampy boy? It reminds me of this sound effect that I use on here when I get a hit sometimes. Listen, look at this. Ampy! Number 6, Fluffy. Speaking of happy electrical friends frolicking in the yellow flower field, look at that guy. Look at that boy. That's a Fluffy at nighttime. The colors in this are poppin'. I love the contrast of the bright yellow with that like bold indigo blue. It's very Vivid Voltage vibes. Triple V's. This gets a triple V rating, even though I know this isn't Vivid Voltage, but it just screams Vivid Voltage. That's the essence that this has. It's just a delicious splash of color. And the fact that it's the same yellow flower field, but it's like, here's the yellow flower field at night. Boom. Number 5, Sable Eye. Sable Eye grows on me more and more every time I see him in a set. I just love this like maniacal, creepy looking goblin boy who eats gems, and like look at the way he's running it. He just has such a mischievous evil grin, but he's also kind of playful about it, where he's not just like a jerk. You kind of want to be his friend. And the way that he's running through the mines where all of the walls have gems in them, and he eats gems, and he's just having like a great time running through the gem covered walls like, I'm gonna eat the wall. He just looks like he's making that noise when he's running towards you. He's cackling in that way, and you're just like, look at that little goblin. I love him. He just looks like so much fun, but I also think he's mean, but he's fun. He's cheeky. He's a cheeky gem boy. Number 4, shopping center. Okay, hear me out. This one might seem kind of random because this is like beating out all the beautiful artworks of the Pokemon. And it's just like a basic trainer of like a generic mall. It's not a generic, I take it back, it's not a generic mall. This one speaks to me on a deeper level where it brings like more joy than most of the Pokemon do. I don't know why. It looks like the most fun, mystical, magical place to go to. Like I can smell this place and feel the essence of being inside of this shopping mall. It just looks like the epitome of like warm, fun, happiness inside 4 walls. And I wish that it was a stadium card, like a gold card full art of this, because it would be so beautiful. Like I want to be there. It reminds me of this like amazing play set that I used to have in like the early 90s called Melanie's Mall. It was like this typical like 80s 90s like mall time girl party type thing. I don't know, it just looks so happy. Like I just want to go there. Look at the balloons and stuff. The reason why I put it so high is because it doesn't even have a picture of a Pokemon in it to rely on to like bump it up a little bit, where there's like a cute Pikachu in it or an Eevee in it or something that will make you say like, oh, it's Eevee, we love Eevee. Like it doesn't rely on anything but its vibes. And I just want to go there. It's so inviting. Maybe one day I'll meet you in the fictional shopping center. Number 3, Teddy Ursa. This card is just colorful, tropical moon bear. I like how he's licking his paw like he was just caught eating some honey in the little tropical flower bushes. There's really not much to say about this card. Like all you have to do is look at it. I don't have some kind of like crazy interpretation on it. It's just super cute and colorful and happy, and I just want to cuddle him like a teddy bear. That's all. Carry on now. Number 2, Feevel. This card is amazing, luxurious, regal. There's a lot to look at here. At first I was like, ooh, that's a pretty card, but then it looks like he's just a very rich person's Pokemon. Like he's in a mansion, and its owners like feeding him the finest berries and fruits, and he's just being a rich, like spoiled, decadent boy. But then in the background it looks kind of like the window panes are broken with like moss growing through them or something, like as if this is some kind of like abandoned building or abandoned greenhouse or something. Like the couch looks super fancy, but then the windows are throwing me off here because the vines and the cracked glass, it looks like it's not a mansion. So where is he, and where did he get the berries from if it's an abandoned building? Did he steal them and then sneak into an abandoned haunted mansion that's in the middle of the forest? Or is someone feeding him and they just chose that as their aesthetic of their mansion to make it look like vintage overgrown mansion because they're just feeling that aesthetic from Home and Gardening Channel or something? I don't know. Either way, it really paints a picture. And I like good looking cards that leave mysterious things up to interpretation. I want to know. Everyone can have their own opinion on it. What do you think? And the number one work of art in Evolving Skies is Alternative Art VMAX. I'm just kidding. Drampa. My all-time favorite number one artist in the Pokemon TCG is Komiya. All of his cards are absolutely amazing, trippy, insane masterpieces. The thing about them that I like the most is that you could pick out a Komiya card from a mile and you'll be like, oh, that's a Komiya, because it just looks like so distinctive of his style that it definitely stands out amongst the crowd. The backgrounds just have a ton of stuff going on that doesn't really make sense. And the more you look, the more intricate and crazy the details get, where even though you might notice more of the details, you still don't really know what is going on. I've seen numerous openings of the most basic brain dead people that literally only open this set because Rayquaza costs money card, money, valuable money card, top dollar invest. Like those kind of people. And they basically like rip through the whole pack and throw everything in the garbage and light it on fire unless it's like an alternative art. But all of them will stop at this card, even the most brain dead of people, and be like, whoa, look at that one. And that's saying something. I'll have to make a comment like, huh, look at the art on this guy. You see that, Jerry? Like, they have to say something, and it's like powerful. How could you just overlook this? I love that it doesn't need to rely on glitter or full art sparkly magic to get your attention. It just does it with the small art that it has, this tiny little square drawing. And the color of the dragon type is super ugly, I think. But even with that hideously ugly, dirty, poopy mustard background color, it still manages to shine, because that's what Komiya does best. Even if it's not your taste or your style, it definitely gets you to stop and say, huh? And that's powerful stuff. Anyway, that concludes the top 10 best arts of Evolving Skies, and hopefully you enjoyed taking the time to examine and appreciate the often overlooked, more common, less valuable works of art in the Pokemon TCG. Let me know in the comments what your favorite lower rarity card is, and hopefully you enjoyed this and I'll make some more. Bye! Thanks for watching.